You come, you sit, you listen to what our scholars say, and then it's your choice. You can go back home, do your own research. You've got access to all the books. Unlike 1400 years ago, where libraries were not common, where educational institutions were not common. But this is 21st century. We've got access to all the books, all the information, and scholars. Definitely. So you've got no excuse to seek the truth.
In fact, Imam Ali actually does say that, you know, our enemies are not the Christians and the Jews. Our enemies is our own ignorance. You know, so it's clearly showing everywhere.
That's definitely
we only just need to sort of put our foot down and do something about it.
I think that you made a very interesting point, both you, and in regards to that, some people say, you know, do not go speak to the Shia. I mean, they're just going to brainwash you, and, you know, so many people don't approach Shia. And on the contrary, I think that it's wise for us to go and seek education from other schools of thought. I mean, I have a lot of Sunni friends from the Sunni school of thought, and even some of the Sunni viewers as well, some of the sisters, they watch the show, and they're probably watching today here, and then they email me afterwards, and, you know, I've had probably 5 or 6 emails just new from Women's View, and in the sense that we're all in the school of Islam. I mean, we're all subscribed to Islam, so, and we follow the teachings and the principles of Islam. So I think there's nothing wrong with engaging in dialogue, and we should all have a sense of mutual respect. I think sometimes there's a lot of hatred put between all these schools of thought, which is totally wrong. I mean, I take the sisters at home, the Sunni sisters, as my sisters, as if they're my sisters. I have nothing against them. So I think usually hatred is put between these schools of thoughts, which stops someone from going further and learning. I would learn about Sunni Islam. I think it's good to be educated about Sunni Islam, and then you reach your decision after you've done the research. But that's definitely true. I mean, some people are afraid of approaching the other schools of thought to seek education. Definitely true. Now going back to the personal experience, I think where we discussing this before the call, we were discussing about the personal experience. Oh, I still haven't asked you. What kind of personal experience have you experienced in regards to misconceptions? I mean, me being at university, I remember, and anyone that went to my university, University of Hertfordshire, I mean, you can ask the ahlulbayt society, we went through huge problems. I mean, the turbans that we used to pray on, and there's probably people watching from the University of Hertfordshire now, but it's the truth. This is what happened. We used to pray on turban, and I used to leave my turban on the side, on the shelf, and they used to take this and throw it in the bin. And then about a week later, they put signs up on the prayer room, please do not leave your stones in the prayer room. And I mean, I took pictures of these, obviously, and I took it to the head of the societies within the university, and I told them, you know, this is what they're doing. And I know there's probably viewers watching there that attended the same university as me, but this is the kind of experience this is the kind of experience that I've experienced personally, because there was no sense of dialogue. I mean, I used to pray in the prayer room, people used to look at me in a sense thinking, what is she doing? Like, why is she praying to a stone? But obviously there's a logical reason behind it, so we can explain it today. But have you not experienced anything?
Yeah, exactly, something similar. Before sharing my personal experience, there's something I would like to add. You're right about the turba, that people have a big misconception. They think we're stone worshippers, or, you know, we're still going back to 1400 years ago where people used to worship idols. It's not that. The tablet that you commonly see Shias using, it's made of clay, sand, earth. But we prefer that if you could get hold of the sand or the earth from Karbala and make a tablet out of it because of your own convenience. Obviously, you're not going to carry a bag of sand or dust around you. It's inconvenient. For the sake of convenience, it has been formed into a clay and a tablet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll just return to that just in a second. We have a call on the line. We'll take the call and then return straight to that. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Well, I'm just talking about the Shiism history. It is the real history, which is, if you say Shia, that means we talk about Abraham. وَإِنَّ مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ in the Quran, إِنَّ مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ لإبراهيم. That means ayah number 83 in Safat.
83 verse... it's chapter 37, verse number 83.
Yeah. So the Shiism, it is something a very, very top. That means if we say Shia, that means we say Salman al-Farisi. If we say Shia, that means Abu Dhar al-Ghafari. You know, it is a position which not everybody is having this position. And about the Wahhabism, which they are, you know, they are saying and claiming that the Ahlul Kufa, they killed Imam Hussein, that they are Shias. Ahlul Kufa, at that time, they are not those who came against Imam Hussein is not the Shi'ism. The Shi'ism, most of them, they were in the jail. Thousands of people were in the jail with Al-Mukhtar ibn Ubayd al-Thaqafi. And also the son of Malik al-Ashtar, who's Ibrahim.
That's true.
And also, if we see the one who supported Imam Hussein in Karbala, Habib ibn Mudah al-Asadi, he's from Kufa.
Yeah.
Where also there's Amru al-Sa'idi. Amru al-Sa'idi, he is the Dilam, you know, the Zuhair ibn Qayn husband. So her father also, he's from Kufa, and he's a Shia, the one who been killed with the Al-Ansar in Karbala.
Yeah.
So Shi'ism is not the one who, you know, they are not against Imam Hussein, and they support Imam Hussein. So if we look for the history, the problem is most of even Shi'ism, they don't know their history very well.
Yeah.
The history is it is not what Wahhabism is saying, or the enemies of ahlulbayt. They are just their allegation is you know, quite, it is untrue. You know, it is not true that those people who came in the war against Imam Hussein or against Muslim bin Aqil, they were a Shi'ism. No. Shia is a very, very high level.
Yeah.
Shia is like Ibrahim. You know, the Prophet Ibrahim, he's a Shia.
Definitely
He's Shia of whom? He's Shia of Nuh.
Definitely true.
Prophet Nuh. And also, the Shias, if we look, you know, in the history, let anybody say one of the enemies of Imam Hussein, enemies who they were in the war, which name? Is Ash-Shamr, he is a Shia? Is Sinan ibn Anas is a Shia? No one, no a single one is a Shia who they will be against Imam Hussein and Karbala.
That's very true. That's very good points mentioned. Thank you very much.
You will not find a single Shia become against Imam Hussein.
That's very true. Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you. That was a very interesting point mentioned, because it just refutes the argument that they say the Shia of Kufa killed Imam Hussein. I think he explained it beautifully, that in the sense that it wasn't the Shia of Imam Hussein or the Shia of Islam. I mean, he mentioned a lot of interesting points, and inshallah for the viewers at home, I hope that clarifies a lot of situations and a lot of misconceptions about the Shia. But in a sense, we have to go off for a quick break right now. We're going to be back after the break, inshallah. We'll be discussing more of these issues. So please do join us in a few minutes, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers, and welcome to Women's View on ahlulbayt TV. Now, if you tuned in before the break, you would have seen we're speaking about the misconceptions brought against Shia Islam and refuting these misconceptions. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about Shia Islam. You know, we didn't quite cover all the topics in today's show. But you know, as this is Muharram, and it's a time where Imam al-Hussein stood up against corruption and against oppression, and he stood up for the truth. It's time for us to stand up and speak for the truth and to show the world what Shia Islam is all about. Now, before the break, we had a very interesting call by a brother who mentioned about the Shia of Kufa killing Imam al-Hussein, which he proved is totally incorrect. And you know, he proved that. And if you watched before the break, you would have seen his comment regarding that. A very interesting point. But today, now we're going to speak about more of the misconceptions brought against Shia Islam. If you're sitting at home and you would like to call in or contribute to our discussion today, then please do call in with the number on the screen. We'd love to hear from you. Alternatively, you can email us at mizu@ahlulbayt.tv, and inshallah, I'll read out your comments or your emails during today's show. Now let's get straight back to our topic. I'm your host Zahra Al-Alawi, and today with me is Sister Nazia Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. And Sister Salma Jafar. Assalamu alaikum. Now, before the break, we talked about all these misconceptions brought against Shia Islam. I mean, a lot of issues were brought forward and how to refute these misconceptions. We even had a special guest who spoke about these issues. I mean, these issues, to be honest, there's not enough to speak about in 2 hours. I mean, we could sit here all day speaking about these misconceptions and try to tackle them. But before we had the caller, you were speaking about some of the personal misconceptions that you've experienced. But just before we go to that, we have another call on the line, so inshallah we'll take that call and come back. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Zahra. And my salam to the sisters too.
Alaikum salam. Welcome to the show.
I just want to share my view, inshallah. I think there are two reasons why people have misconception about Shia or the school of ahlulbayt.
Go ahead.
The first is because the Muslims between themselves, like Sunni or Shia or any other schools within the religion of Islam, we don't have integration between us. I say this from my personal experience. I was myself Sunni, and then, alhamdulillah, I came to the path of ahlulbayt so recently.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
It's been a year now since I'm Shia, and this is my first Muharram, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And sometimes when I go to my local masjid, which is a non-Shia masjid, the minute they know I'm a Shia, especially people from my own community, they don't even talk to me.
Oh.
So the question is, if they don't want to talk to us, then how can we spread the message of ahlulbayt?
Definitely true. That's a beautiful question.
Yeah, so as a Shia person, and I think we should first learn our own religion and then represent ourselves good in the community. And the second reason is because lack of understanding and dialogue, as my sister said. I think that's the only the first, or there are lots of reasons actually why people have misconception about us, but inshallah we will learn about our own religion and then preach to the wider Islamic community, bismillah. And this channel is, subhanallah, the biggest example you can give. This channel is in English, and it's the only channel. I learned a lot from this. I don't normally go to lectures because I'm very busy in my life. So I watch different lectures, and alhamdulillah, you're doing a very fantastic job. I hope viewers will donate to channel, and thanks for giving me a chance to share my view.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. I do thank the sister for calling in. It's, thank you very much for sharing your story and sharing your questions. I mean, first of all, congratulations for entering the path of ahlulbayt. And in fact, I would like to tell you that one of my best friends was Sunni and also entered the path of ahlulbayt, as I mentioned in my previous shows. So, and we have viewers sending in their messages, which can be shown at the bottom of the screen, which I'm informed that also have changed to the path of ahlulbayt and have become Shia. So first of all, congratulations. And I think you made some very interesting points, which inshallah we'll discuss now. I believe the first point the sister made was that she said, we don't have much dialogue between ourselves. And personally, I really believe that we concentrate so much on interfaith, in the sense of, creating dialogue between other religions, but we don't concentrate on intrafaith within ourselves. I mean, to create dialogue between Sunni and Shia Islam. So first of all, let's speak about that point, and then we'll move on. Would you like to say anything?